Hey everyone, welcome to this reading. This is a reading for Lightworkers and Starseeds. This is for the month of February 2022. So I'm doing a specific spread this month with the Work Your Light deck. And that deck is from Rebecca Campbell, I believe her name is. And so I'm doing a spread that she specifically has in the guidebook, but it's very similar to a Celtic cross spread, okay? So I'm going to pull the spread out and we're going to get started. So if you haven't already, if you're new to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe, like the video, comment, and share it on your timeline if you would like. Your support is greatly appreciated. All right, so we're gonna start with the first of where you are now, Lightworkers. Where you are now, where you are presently is deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and be held. A lot of us right now are in a phase of kind of falling back and retreating. I feel like we're being guided to do that, is to retreat a little bit and kind of assess the area, assess the environment, assess what's happening in our immediate environments in terms of how we show up for people. And because I know I've been kind of pulling back, still doing these readings obviously, but not doing so much as I wanted to do. So we're being guided to really kind of step back and not go so hard, and also to take some time to replenish ourselves and be held by our teams, our individual teams, be held by our guides, allow our guides to heal us, ask for some energy like replenishment. Ask your guides and ask your archangels to send you some healing right now, because right now we're still in a transitional phase. This new year, we're still in the month of January, and while we're still doing our light work, we should also be in kind of like a phase of replenishment at the same time. So what is your soul calling you to do? And this is the card that's coming up. What is your soul calling you to do? Mirror. And I feel like who or what is triggering you? Your soul, we're being asked to retreat a little bit and get some deep replenishment because our soul is asking us to do some shadow work. Who or what is triggering you, to find out what are the things that you need to heal right now? What are the things that are triggering you? What are some of the things that are still left unhealed? As light workers, we are still going through our journeys as well. We are learning and growing while we're holding light for people and, showing and way showing. So we're going through our transitions, our transformations as well. So I feel like we're being asked to, our soul is being called to do some shadow work and figure out what's triggering you, what's unhealed, what's being left unhealed, and work on those things. So the card number 3 is, what is rising within you? The warrior woman. The warrior woman is rising within you. Have you answered your deepest calling? That's really interesting. And I feel like this card talks about, she reminds me of the Queen of Swords in the tarot. Okay? And what's rising within you is that warrior, woman or man. But that warrior within you is rising. And you're really trying, and you're really coming to realize what your deepest calling is, what you're starting to understand your assignment, and understanding how to answer that call. And you're realizing that you don't really have to do so much. You don't have to do so much, Lightworker. You really don't. You don't have to spread yourself thin so much. If you narrow it down and, do what you're doing, narrow it down, stay in a lane and be consistent, then I feel like we will get much more results. We'll reach a lot more people than when we scatter our energies and put our hands or participate in different things. You know what I mean? Trying to scatter our energies, kind of like consolidate. But anyway, what's rising up within us is that, that warrior, that like, okay, I know what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm going to go for it, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to stay in my lane, and I'm going to be in this lane for a considerable amount of time so that I can reach as many people as possible. All right, so we have the priestess. What is going away? The priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? How are you being called to step up and lead? Well, I feel like, again, we're realizing our calling, and we're understanding our assignment. I feel like this is like the same type of the card, warrior woman and priestess. Yeah. How are you being called to step up and lead? Some of us are leaving behind all the things that, or people or situations that just no longer serve and that don't allow us to step up and lead. You know what I mean? So in order for us to step up, to step into our power, to step into that next level of light work, we need to let go of the things that will sort of kind of stop us from doing that, right? So then once we clear away the things that are stopping us, that are blocking us, then that will clear the way in order for us to step up and lead. Okay? Priestess. So number 5, your soul gifts align your life. So really our soul gifts, our soul gifts vary. Not everybody is a medium, not everyone is a channel or a healer or a grid worker or, an energy worker and stuff like that. What are your soul gifts? Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? What needs to change? What are your soul gifts? Align your life. I feel like a lot of us, this card is really saying that, our soul gifts really depend on us, really depend on how we choose to align ourselves, what we choose to align ourselves with. You know what I mean? And that's what will manifest for us in terms of our soul gifts. It's all about, you know, what we are able to manifest, what we align with. And once we, you know, lock in, then our soul gifts will like rise to the top and present themselves really naturally, really organically. So the next card is, what is being manifested? So transformation. What's being manifested is all of us really transforming into who we came here to be. This card says things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. And I know for me and a lot of us out there, I know that I'm even feeling the changes in my body. Like literally, my body is rejecting things that I used to consume, you know, like a year ago. Caffeine, alcohol, I could only take it in bits. I have to drink decaf coffee now, and decaf still has caffeine, but it just doesn't have as much as the regular caffeinated coffee does. So, and those are changes that are happening on a cellular level deep within that, you know, that are changing your body, that are raising your vibration and making you lighter, making more space in your body to hold light, to bring in light. So that's why, you know, a lot of us now, you know, we have to change our diets. We have to consume less alcohol, consume less caffeine, or stop it totally. And just recognizing all the changes that are happening to your body on a cellular level. I mean, I know another thing that was happening to me a few years ago was I was literally having like little spot rashes on my body, and I knew that it had to do with ascension. I knew they were ascension symptoms because they would happen like right at my chakra points, which was telling me intuitively I knew that I needed to work on those chakras. And when I did, literally those rashes went away. So, and that's why I learned Reiki healing so that I can do a lot of self Reiki healing on my chakra points, because whenever I noticed that whenever a particular chakra in my body is imbalanced, I would get a rash right out, like right here by my throat or by my heart, you know, my root, right on my back, on the small of my back. It's really, and it's, the body is just so amazing how it functions in that way. But anyway, enough about me. All right, so the next step. What's the next step for us? The next step is to take a leap, guys. I hope that the light is not too bright. The next step is to take a leap. All right? Take that leap. You go first and the universe will catch you. So understand that whenever you want to do something, whenever you want to take a leap, understand that the universe has your back. And the next step for us as light workers is to take that leap into the next level of our work, to up level ourselves, to level up, as they say, you know. But you have to take that leap. If the universe will not act on anything that you want to do unless you take the first step, and then they'll support you thereafter. But the first step has to come from us. So if you're feeling like you want to level up, or that you're being called to level up in your light work, you have to take the leap, and then you'll be supported thereafter. Okay, the past life influence. Soul family, calling your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Now, this is very interesting because a lot of us right now, our circles, circle of friends, our circle of families, we are our soul family. Like, we traveled different dimensions together, and we were in different lifetimes together, and we don't know, but when you meet someone where you, like a kindred spirit as they call it, someone that you felt like you knew and that you just get along so great with, and you're like, I feel like known this person for so long, it's because they're part of your soul family, or chances are they were in another lifetime, in the past life with you. And that's how this soul evolution works. So calling your tribe, you don't have to do it alone. If you feel like you're having trouble, or you're having difficulty, like you want to be around like-minded people and stuff, call someone, or try to extend yourself into spending time with people who are like-minded. I mean, there aren't a lot of people on my call list that I could sit down and talk about all of this spiritual, metaphysical stuff that I involve myself in. And it can be really lonely, but I do have a few friends who get me, who understand this, or who are on this path as well. So call those people in when you're feeling like, when you're feeling lonely, when you're feeling disconnected, because all it takes is a phone call for you to speak to someone who is going through the same thing, who understands your journey, and for you, and to keep you going. You know what I mean? Is to shed some light on certain things for you, and just to keep you and after you hang up the phone, you feel better, and you feel better about your journey, and you feel less alone. Like, you realize, hey, I'm not the only one going through this. I am not alone. I'm really not alone. Okay? All right. What you need to know. What you need to know, Lightworkers, is this: dance with life. Do something to change your energy. That's what you need to know right now. Do something to change your energy. Always. I don't want to say that you're not doing anything, like you need to change your energy, like you're in a low vibratory state. That's not, I don't really believe that's what the card is really telling me right now. What it's telling me is that always continuously dance with life. Continuously do things that maintain your good energy. Continue to keep your vibes high, to raise your frequency. Hopes and fears. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. And I think with a lot of us is that we second guess our abilities and our gifts, and even our right to even do this type of work. I know I have, second guessed myself, and felt like, what am I even doing? Are people laughing at me? Are people even taking me seriously? Stop overthinking it and keep facing your true north. And what that means is, facing your true north, that means your north node, okay? And that's a placement in your astrological chart that talks about your soul mission and your purpose here in this incarnation. So keep facing your true north no matter what. And don't worry about what other people are thinking. As long as you're facing your north, you're on your soul path, you will be continuously blessed with more opportunities, with more abundance, with more love, with more prosperity, as long as you stay on your correct path. So as far as that being like a hopes and a fears, it's like we hope that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, right? And our fears, and we're fearful that, you know, we won't be taken seriously. Like, we're fearful that we're doing the wrong thing. And I'm here to tell you that you're not, okay? Keep following your true north and don't overthink it. Just be who you are meant to be here. So the last card is potential outcome, and we have the Council of Light card. Beautiful. Divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realm. Yes. The Council of Light are divine helpers. And I feel like this is a potential outcome because this is what we all want, right? We all want to make that spiritual, to make that connection with who we're, you know, with spirit, you know, with our ascended masters, with our guides, with our angels. And the Council of Light is letting us know that everything is a divine orchestration. They are literally orchestrating everything that we're going through right now. And they are our helpers in the subtle realms, in the spirit realms, and they're letting us know that they are here, they are present and orchestrating what's going on, what we're doing down here. So, you know, as above, so below. So not to worry about what it is that we're doing or not doing. We are doing everything that we're supposed to be doing. Yeah, that was a good final outcome. I like that, the Council of Light. So I want to pull Keepers of the Light and pull out a message from one of the Ascended Masters from this deck and see who comes out for us. Maybe add some light. Okay, it's a little better. Ooh, Mercury, open communication. Ha! And you know what? Mercury is going into retrograde in 2 days. From when I'm recording this on January 14th, I believe. So, Mercury, get a weight off your chest. Speak up with love and be heard. Now, this is the card of Mercury, open communication. Mercury, that planet, and this is an Ascended Master, but I know this is because the card says open communication. I know that he is tied to the planet. I just knew it right away when I saw it. So Mercury is a planet of communication, of mental energy, of thoughts, and he's coming in telling us to speak our truth, to get that weight off of our chest in whatever area of your life this fits in or this is manifesting. A lot of us tend to hold our thoughts in, and you know, that notion of how we were raised, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And we carry that little notion around and apply it to even our to things that we do need to say, because we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, or we don't want to come off in a certain way. But as light workers, we need to be able to be open communicators, express ourselves, tell people what's going on, how we can help them, what we do, how, you know, and not really, and I'm not saying to impose yourself on people, but let people know that you're here. Let people know about what you do. And if they they want to jump on board and they're down with it, then fine. And if they're not, okay, peace out. But let people know that, hey, I'm here, I'm a spiritual medium, I'm this, I'm a healer, I do this, and stuff like that. Just openly communicate, just be yourself. Be more open. Get things off of your chest and speak up with love and be heard, okay? Now, I want to pull one last card and see what we can surrender. What can the Lightworkers surrender? One card, please. Oh, perfect. Surrender procrastination. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. There you go. I am a big time procrastinator, guys. So this definitely is a message for me. Surrender procrastination. And if you guys have been feeling like you've been wanting to do something or you have a new idea, don't procrastinate. Do it. What's going to happen? The worst thing that could happen is that it doesn't go anywhere. Or then you get called to do something else and you realize maybe that's not what I was supposed to do. But that's okay. That's part of the journey. Nothing bad is going to happen if you try to do something and it doesn't really fully, happen for you. But don't procrastinate. Don't put off things, what you can do today. Don't put it off until next week, because the more and more that you procrastinate, the more and more it's going to be in your mind, and you're going to be called and called and called and called. And then that moment, that time, that energy is going to pass. All right. So those are the Lightworker messages. I hope that it resonated for most of you. And I hope that it resonated for most of you out there. I want to take care.